Hello everybody, I'm Mango Thunderslice, and today we're going to be smashing a mug with a mallet. Alright, this is a mug. It was given to me by some family. I'll wait for it to zoom in real quick. Come on, camera. You can do it. So, it says, I do not like your lying ways. I do not like your hate for gays. I do not like your grabbing rump. I do not like you, Mr. Trump. Right, I think it was given to me as kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke, right, by family. I don't know if they assumed that I just dislike Trump. A lot of people assume that I'm a liberal because I talk about spiritual energy and I eat a mostly vegan diet, and you know, it's kind of funny being in California and I work in the cannabis industries, right? So people just assume a lot of things about me. But this mug has been in our house. You know, I don't necessarily like to just destroy gifts that people give me, but this is just stupid, right? Hate for gays. Trump is like the first Republican president to actually speak highly of tolerance to LGBTQ community at the Republican convention, but of course nobody actually listens to what Trump says outside of the sound bites. I do not like your lying ways. Trump speaks more fucking truth than any other president we've had, okay? Grabbing rump. Everybody knows that comment was bullshit, talking about how women will literally throw themselves at men who are wealthy and powerful. Not all of them, but there are definitely those women out there, right? And you know what? I like Mr. Trump. I think he's a great president. He's doing a good job. As long as he doesn't invade Syria, everything he's doing is a great freaking idea, right? So, you know, in the honor of world peace and a president who respects it, I'm gonna destroy the shit out of this mug right now. Let's get a good shot. Look out, Fluff. I want to hit you with some shrapnel. Now it's satisfying. Let's give it another go, right? One for the money, two for the show. That's good stuff. Make America great again. That's what's up, baby. All right, the hammer of the gods shall drive our ships to new lands. Make sure the audio's good. All right, I think we're good. So yeah, basically, baby Isla is doing great. She is a big baby. She's bigger than I was when I was born, bigger than Panther was when she was born, and she's doing great. She cries very reasonably. I feel like all of her cries have good purpose to them. She doesn't just cry incessantly, and you know, it's one thing our midwife told us was basically, you know, our OBGYN is a midwife and an OBGYN duo, and our OBGYN, she basically has delivered 4,000 babies. She worked in a hospital for 25 years, but as she started to do more home birth assistance, she realized that there's a big difference between babies born in a hospital and babies born at home, right? They're calmer, they get to stay with their mom, they're not slapped and jabbed and put antibiotics in their eyes and, you know, vitamin K injected into them. Right, so and all the bright lights and everything and the loud noises and all these random people, you know, it's a much more natural environment for kids to be born inside of the home, right? And you know, again, I'm good with allopathic medicine and modern medical procedures when they're in their proper place, right? You know, but I think that the mistake is when people go to the hospital as the default, right, and think that that's the normal way of doing things. If you have the opportunity to do things naturally, you shouldn't seek to do them artificially, right? It doesn't make sense. But people, they want the drugs, they don't want to feel pain, they don't want to experience anything uncomfortable, so you know, they just run away from it through the drugs, right? But anyway, so things are doing great, and you know, it's just funny that, of course, when little baby Isla was born, you know, the energy on planet Earth is reaching this new peak, right? Trump met with Putin, absolutely great meeting, you know, peace over politics, baby. That's Donald Trump for you, right? That's his greatest slogan yet, and it's better than drain the swamp. Peace over politics. Not going to entertain the wild DNC delusions, Trump derangement syndrome, right? Oh, Russia hacked the DNC emails. Let me break this down in simple terms. That's physically impossible, okay? The files were transmitted from the DNC server to a thumb drive, right? And you can tell that by the rate of data transfer, right? It's like 20 gigs or 20, gigs per second, 20 megs per second, faster than any internet connection is capable of delivering to the other side of the world, right? Assuming it was Russian hackers. It's total bullshit. Anyone with even a rudimentary understanding of computer science knows that it's bullshit, right? Especially the NSA and the CIA, right? They haven't offered any evidence. They just gave a report, a year and a half ago, said, we have high confidence that it was the Russians because they had a Russian IP address. Let me break down to you how stupid that is, right? That's like a professional criminal coming into your house and stealing your cutlery, leaving your TV, leaving your gold and silver and cash, and then writing his legal name and birth date and social security on the wall. That's the equivalent of a professional Russian hacker getting into the server of the DNC and leaving their IP address unmasked, right? Completely asinine narrative that only the total idiots in our culture can believe. And at this point, I don't feel any shame in calling them idiots because this shit has gone on too long. It's been a year and a half. We got the greatest president in American history right now. Like I said, as long as he stays the hell away from invading Syria and invading Iran and giving into the Israeli lobby on that level, it's all good, baby. This culture war is proceeding apace, finally, and I am happy to be witness to it. And, that's the thing, is why I'm just not afraid of saying this anymore, is because I'm so proud of my species right now. I'm proud of myself, I'm proud of my wife, I'm proud of my child, I'm proud of my president, I'm proud of the people of this planet who are waking up and speaking the truth and not being afraid of this politically correct bullshit culture. Oh, we all gotta get along, don't speak the truth, especially not if it's uncomfortable. Let's just lie to each other and multiculturalism bullshit. It's a small world after all. That's all they're about. 24/7, 365. Just making shit up for the sake of feeling good. La 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 la. The progressive liberal state religion. That's what it is. It is not a political philosophy. It's a dogma that doesn't accept any challenge, right, or rebuke. And, for those that consider themselves skeptics to organized religion, I would encourage you to be equally skeptical of the progressive liberal state religion, right? And it's great. It's just great. 30 years ago, 29 years ago when I was born, the Soviet Union fell, and now, and the Cold War ended, and now, 29, 30 years later, my own child is born, and there's peace with Russia all over again, and that's a beautiful thing. As of yesterday, as of 2 days ago, all the planets are aligned on one side of the sun. We are fully getting into the grand solar minimum. There are no sunspots on the sun for at least 100 days this year, and we're just a little over halfway through. So you know that we're going into a grand solar minimum, and historically we can correlate that to a mini ice age, or basically a period where the energetic influx into the Earth is very small, whereas during the latter part of the 20th century we had a grand solar maximum, right, where there was tons of the energy coming in, right? The sun was moving through dense charged particle space of the galaxy, and it was becoming active, and it was charging up all of its constituent organs, which are the planets. And now basically we're moving into a lower energetic density in the galaxy, and so the sun goes to sleep and all the planets basically get quiet, right? And it's going to be a very interesting lifetime that baby Isla is going to have, and I'm going to make sure that she's prepared and that she's never afraid and that she doesn't give in to other people's dumbass opinions without checking and using her critical thinking skills, right? I am so proud to be able to teach this being how to interact with this culture. I feel that I am qualified to do that. And yeah, just really stoked. I'm stoked about our president, stoked on my family. It's all good, baby. It's all good. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Luke is up there in the sky, out there and everywhere, making the world change ever quicker, right? All the people who have a yearning for freedom, they are feeling that energy, they're feeling that spark, and they're acting on it now. It's so beautiful, right? And they want to say that I'm spewing hate right now, spewing hate, right? They're the ones spewing hate. These people are so full of bile and vitriol, they can't even say one nice thing about a president who's trying to build world peace, right? You remember when liberals were for world peace, right? That was a while ago. Thanks, Obama. Oh man, make America great again, baby. Drain the swamp, peace over politics. And that's my message today. Smash your anti-Trump mugs if you got them, gents, because we're taking this thing home to Valhalla. Trump train, whoop whoop. I'm just stoked. Hope you guys are too. Much love. Fight through the bullshit. Never give in to evil, but proceed ever more boldly against it. Cheers, brothers. Cheers, sisters. Peace.
Ah.